Hello, Monsters about here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 2 of my Durthu campaign for I already said that, didn't I? It's professional. Don't. It's fine. Don't. I mean, I could re-record this, but I can't be arsed. That's the level of professionalism you get on this channel. If you're new here, get used to it. If you're not, then you'll be used to it already. So, we've got the initial army who is, I don't know quite what they're doing, running away. I mean, they're dwarves, they're doing it very slowly. We do have a lot of miners incoming on the flanks. An entire stack of the little stunty buggers. However, we're waiting for them. Durthu, the treekin, and our tree man, who I want to call Okie Doke. But we're gonna call Okie Doke our first ancient tree man. Okie Doke, Okie Doke. He's a friendly helping hand. You ring the bell and cross the dell, he'll understand, something like that. For people who were children in the, I want to say, 2000s? You won't understand that reference. In the UK as well. So, our archers are splitting up and using their speed to rain arrows down on the initial forces to basically just like whittle them down slightly. We do have some dryads on hand to intercept them should we need. But, you know, we've got a lot of dwarves here to deal with, so we need to hold the majority of our forces back here to deal with the oncoming reinforcements who are turning up now. What a welcome! You know, you turn up to the battlefield and immediately a tree just fucking headbutts you. Just wrings your neck. There's a lot of dwarves there. There's a lot of fucking dwarves. Dryads moving in to engage. They do have the birch upgrades. They've got a little bit more armor piercing, which should help them against those dwarves. Gonna drop some rocks. Oh, that is going to do quite a lot of damage. Taking huge chunks out of the dwarf force. Looks like Durthu's racked up 160 kills already. Not bad. Good job, big guy. Okay, the Dryads have engaged more miners to try and draw some of them away from our archers, so our archers can concentrate fire on one unit at a time, get them surrounded, and take them out, like these guys. These guys are unfortunate. I mean, the miners do not have shields, so, you know, doubly unfortunate. Oof. Yep, getting shredded. We're also helping out with these miners over here. What, no more being shot in the back? Well, tough fucking luck, because you're fighting wood elves. Ooh, a lovely amber spear there. Carves its way through the enemy army. Just managed to catch that. Durthu up to 246 kills. He's taken a few crossbow bolts to the head, but he's fine. He's just having a good old time. Oof, that's a lot of jam. Okay, the enemy general is heading this way. I'm a little bit concerned he might be heading for Charlie. I just feel like he might do. Fortunately, we're faster than him, so we can, well, not much faster than him, to be honest. That's the problem with Charlie. She's just floating around like a balloon. Unless you tie her down, she'll just literally just... Look at her. Guarantee she's fucking on something. I mean... Up you go. That's it. It's a hell of a sugar crash. Well, the miners aren't really doing much damage to us, and we're slowly chonking our way through them. They did start off with 2,600 of the fuckers. Jesus, that was an amazing amber spear. 427 kills on Durthu. What a guy. What an absolute hero. Oh, more miners pouring onto the battlefields. Now they're up to 3,000, of which we've killed over half of them. Sap, actually. Okay, well, our archers have dealt with the last visages of the initial army. Just one or two pretty battered units being finished off. Riddled with arrows there. More Amber Spear. Amber Spear is such a cheap spell to cast. And it excels on big charge. The only thing I would like with bolt spells in general is the ability to like pick a direction rather than just have to cast it on a unit and hope for the best. Because you can never actually like know which direction it's going to cast it. We have lost a few tree kin, but I mean, looking at numbers here, I think it's fair to say that we are winning, and the dwarves don't really have much they can use against us anymore. I think we've got this. However, fighting this close to the edge of the map does mean that we didn't have to worry too much about the quarrelers. But it will mean that lots of the dwarves will get away. And what that means is that we're probably going to have a follow-up fight. And we just have to hope that we've killed enough of them to make a difference. Otherwise, we'll basically be fighting this battle again. I mean, obviously, there's definitely going to be less dwarves because there's a lot of dead dwarves, but still. Some of them have definitely run away. I mean, at least we're lucky that dwarves don't tend to run away until the last second. So we're definitely going to get some good damage in there. We probably want to try and wound the enemy lords, but like not actually kill him. Like just take big chunks out of his health. And then he'll be easy to kill next time. I was a little bit worried that most of those dwarves would get away, but I feel like we did quite a number on them. So let's abduct some captives and grind them up into plant food, I guess. Got some skill points. Oh, right, Durthu. So, oh, okay, so we've got one of these. So we've got Howl the Forest, which gives more melee attack for everyone 35 meters. Missile damage for everyone. I don't think that's particularly useful because he's probably not going to be in range of the archers. The melee defense is a potential. I do quite like the melee attack though. I think we're going to go for the melee attack. And let's go Amber Spear. Curse of Anra here is a good spell. It's a cheap, huge debuff. It's huge, massive. Let's get Earth Bloods because it just seems like a good thing to do, really, doesn't it? And we can right. It says decisive victory. It doesn't say we're going to lose anyone. I'm going to fight it anyway, just because I don't trust the auto resolve. What's left of the Dwarven armies are currently marching towards us. Because, of course, unless a settlement has a garrison building now, you fight a field battle to try and reduce the number of settlement battles you fought. I'm not entirely convinced it's the right decision, but I guess we'll see, you know, how it goes. There's certainly not very many of them. The miners with blasting charges, which are probably the nastiest unit they have in this army. I mean, it may be including the quarrelers, but there's not very many of them left. There's not enough in these two units to make up a full unit. So as they slowly advance towards our archers, they're about to have a very bad day. Their quarrelers getting some early shots off, but it's not really going to do very much damage to Durthu. There's not really enough of them to to do very much damage, and the miners with blasting charges are getting absolutely shredded. Yeah, just a light dusting of arrows to the head. The Lambert Spear on the enemy general, taking him down by about 400 health. Not a lot, but he's certainly, you know, well within killing power for our archers now. Gonna drop some rocks on those quarrelers to put them out of our misery. And we're now going to target the enemy general to make sure that he's dead. Slowly marching to his death. He's weathering. Oh, the hail of fire, but not for long. He goes down very quickly. So they're now without their general. That's 2 units of dwarves that just got evaporated before they even reached our line. I think this might be a third. Oh, they're starting to rout. They're starting to waver. The Lambert Spear there carves through that unit, doing considerable damage. The Quarrelers are still concentrating on taking down Durthu, but we can always heal him up if need be. We've got Dryads on the flanks, which are moving in to engage the Dwarves here, and also a couple of units moving around to hit them in the rear if we can. And the Miners now charging into us, but much reduced. Like a cream sauce. But small and hairy. I'm not sure how I feel about the combat move where the tree man picks up someone in their feet and then squeezes them. Like, is that not being... Is that like a foot fetish thing? I bet there's some people for who, you know, Durthu picks someone up in his toes, starts squeezing, and they're like, choke me harder, daddy? And I'm not judging, I'm just... Okay, I am a little bit. Well, the dwarves apparently have basically had enough, and I don't blame them. An ignominious end. We lost 25 guard. I'm fairly sure we would have lost more had we auto-resolved that. I'm going to occupy this because I remembered something. Karanak dead. That's good. I remembered that what you need to do is build... Where is it? Growth. Plus 20. All adjacent provinces. Boom. That's what we want. Get rid of you. Don't want that. Wait, what does that do? Construction cost reduction. Also that. Yeah, so we want to basically like secure all of this and use this to buff Waterfall Palace. Argwylon. It's like somewhere from bloody Cornwall. Okay, so we're gonna upgrade our big old tree. And we'll get the tribal stones there. I think we will get the Glade Guards hide as well, just to get some slightly better Glade Guard on site. Durthu has leveled up once again. We're going to go with Skin of the Woods to get that ward save for our treekin. So they get 20% ward save as well as 20% physical resistance on top of their 110 armor and 48 melee defense. So those boys, yeah, the treekin are not for turning, and not in the Liz Truss way, where she's basically a fucking spinning top at this point.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord.
Yep. Okay, good.
Great adventure beckons.
Yep.
Be
All right.
wary, though,
I'll get the hobbits. Right. Destruction and distraction. Win 3 battles against the following race. Greenskins. The pine crabs. Crabs? That's a very different... That's a pirate zombie place. Is an embattled region ever beset by the greenskins of the Grey Mountains. As such, beneath Widrioth's eaves are a maze of walkways, root-braced tunnels, and outposts of living defence works that have repelled many an opportunistic war. Lord Findle, who holds sway over the realm, has a thirst for knowledge. Went to St. Martin's College. That's where I battle marched only by his courtiers, taking great joy in slaughtering the Green Menace, who so frequently intrude upon his domain. After seeing off a recent rash of particularly large greenskin attacks, however, the realm is slightly less defensible than it has been in the past. Lord Findle has reached out to you asking for your assistance. He would like you to bring wards the greenskins so their attentions may be elsewhere, while Widrioth's defences are rejuvenated. Though he has little fear that a greenskin attack would succeed even now, he prefers for his glades to be fully primed to inflict maximum bloodshed for the inevitable future attacks. So given the opportunity to confederate with Widrioth. Which is good to know. And enemy of thy enemy, win 3 battles against the following race, Bretonnia. The history between men and the folk of Athel Loren has always been a tumultuous one. Though the affairs of the earlier primitive man tribes have been seen as folly by the Azrai. In more recent times, the Kingdom of Bretonnia to the west has grown in importance, acting as a buffer against the many threats the forest has to face. Sometimes, the ignorant men who live at the forest fringes take unpermitted subsistence from it, with such transgressions always met with the rage of a wild hunt that brings swift and merciless death. Lord Daith, ruler of Trogvan, has recently been vocal about the fact that the balance of powers between Bretonnia and Athel Loren must be reinforced, for although these men can be considered friends, they are also inferiors and need to be reminded of that fact. A display of force against them will certainly show Daith that you do not shirk from such responsibilities. So those quests will allow us to confederate with those factions. We've also got the Sword of Daith quests. So the Glade scouts of Athel Loren pitch themselves desperately against hordes of undead who rive and shift at them in seemingly endless ways. Durthu had suspected the hand of necromancer Heinrich Kemmler, but instead his nefarious student is behind the undead horde. Oh my god, it's necromancer Harry fucking Potter. Potter! The damp and pallid hallmarks of Kemmler are all over his protege's works as he advances on the forest with his desiccated horde in tow. The forest must be protected, and Durthu will give no quarter in its defence. Let these dark and twisted fiends feel the full wrath of the Deepwood, with the wrathful ancient as its instruments of war. Let's get the Sword of Daith, which gives us a direct damage area. So with 2 uses, which does 62 to 124 damage for 17 seconds. The actual sword itself gives income from post-battle loot, reduction in recruitment cost, and melee attack. All in all, apart from the ability, not particularly good, to be honest. It's not great, but we'll take it. Okay, I don't think this one gets worse, but I could be wrong. The slight issue is, it is in Widrioth's territory, which does... Hello.
The blessings of the lady.
No,
Past,
well, I'm...
present, future. 'Tis but a thin veil that divides them.
You are definitely into crystal skulls, aren't you?
If you desire it.
King Highborn.
Definitely. Right, okay, let's...
welcome you.
Thank you.
Deliver
I mean,
your
I
message.
literally am
Very well.
the woods of Athel Loren. I
Glade
can't
Lord.
feel.
You have been granted access to the halls of Athel.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Glad we could get on sides.
You need me?
Anyone else? Nope. Okay, good. Right. I mean, if we want to kill greenskins, then why look further than the Broken Axe tribe just over here? What I would like to do, though, is come over here and recruit some better boys. So, how long before we have growth? 3 turns. Okay, that's fine. Let's build this then. We'll see if this gets worse. Some of them get like that. Some of them are like imminent threats, and they get worse over time. So you have 3 turns to deal with them. Some just sit there, and you can deal with them whenever you like. Although I think if there's an uncompleted one, it does have a negative effect on the forest growth. So. Oh, we got the deep teleports available. Yeah, okay, so that one's not getting worse. I'm tempted to hop down here and maybe do a little bit of recruitment. If I would like not to pick. I mean, It's not a major problem if we trespass, because it will reduce our relations, but I don't think it'll cause any major issues. And also, if we just kill greenskins 3 times, we'll just automatically confederate with them, so... yeah, that's fine, don't worry about it. Well, broken nose are dead, so we do have the income from resource and crafting buildings increased by 10%, and more armour for our Midrid elf units, which we don't have. So, I wouldn't mind another one of those. Do I get 2 of those? Is that cheeky? Ooh, a little bit cheeky, but I like it. So, we're going to get more campaign movement range. Missile resistance for all elf units isn't the worst thing to have, but I would like the income from grapevines. That seems pretty good. Let's get the Trapper's Den, because that's going to give us even more growth. And obviously some income, but I'm mostly interested in the growth at this point. The quicker we grow... This is something I should have remembered. I remember this from playing Dryker. The faster you grow your settlements, the easier your life is. So taking those initial settlements and slapping the extra growth building on them can really help boost your forest and get them up to max level ASAP. Although it also helps playing as Durthu or Orion, because you do start off with the Oak of Ages, which obviously is a bit of a boost, but also you start off in Athel Loren, where you can quickly confederate a couple of the other factions in the forest, and so get access to like a huge chunk of extra cash in a very fucking defensible position, whereas everyone else has to go and do the hard stuff and teleport around, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. So this is definitely the best option. Yeah, we'll go expert charge defense, I think. Okay, I think we're good enough to get... I mean, we'll trespass a little bit, but he'll get over it. King's Glade. Orcs are a frequent nuisance on Athel Loren's mountainous eastern border. Your spies have spotted a warband entering the forest. This band, however, is a ragtag affair. They could easily be misled into leaving the forest without a fight, but the tree spirits want blood. So, we'll make unhappy... So, if we don't do it, we'll get unhappy tree spirits, but we will spare the greenskins. Alternatively, we can fuck them up and get abundant growth. Well, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I mean, we've got the ambush. That doesn't look too bad. That looks fine. How fortunate. Findle was like, hey, if you kill some greenskins, I'm in. And some greenskins turn up. If I was Findle, I'd be very fucking suspicious. Fucking love me some Amber Spear. Oh, yes. 37 kills. Best fucking spell in the game. Okay, so the Orc War Boss, Grusser Murderer. What a name. Getting wailed on. Is already running away, which is pretty good. Our Treekin holding the line up the hill, and our Dryads blocking the way. So if they want to escape, they're going to have to fight their way through. Now, what? Okay, so question, right? If a unit reaches the evacuation point, they evacuate, right? But if they just run off the battlefield, then they're still fine. I feel like in an ambush, like it should be the case that if any unit that reaches the evacuation point gets away, any unit that doesn't reach the evacuation point is fucking dead. However, it would work in our favour if that was not the case, because what we can do is like tag this army along, kill it multiple times, and basically just use this army to fulfill the win 3 battles against the greenskins. It's kind of a bit cheaty, but Findle should have specified, didn't he? The devil is in the detail with these contracts, and he didn't fucking specify there had to be 3 different army. Also, why? What? Right, there's a hill here, and I'm fairly sure this river goes uphill here. This goes uphill, right? This river is definitely going uphill. Whoever designed this map had never seen a fucking river before in their life, had they? They'd heard about rivers, but they haven't quite understood what a river was actually about, had they? Yeah, I mean, it's a lovely map, don't get me wrong. I mean, for one, the river goes uphill, and for two, it's above the fucking road. Look at this bit. How the fuck has where do you know what a water table is? Fuck me. Sorry. So it's a minor point, I know, but it just I just couldn't. If I was making a map and I did that, I'd look at that and I just go, I can't do that, but it's not me. Anyway, a lot of these greenskins are going to run away, which is actually probably better for us than if we killed them, so that's good, I guess. Well, we didn't kill very many of them. I'm going to take the replenishment, because I think that army will survive. So, what I'm going to do is just go and hide in my own territory and do an ambush, and see if they will head this way. The Oak of Ages, obviously we're going to upgrade it right away, because it does take 12 turns. So, it does take quite a while to do the old upgrade there. So let's see if we can catch those orcs in an ambush. Well, ambush was foiled. I think we wait for it, because to be honest, if we can ambush them, then we may be able to hit their army, beat it up, and send them packing again. And that would then count, because that should then count as a... Yeah, so we've got one battle against them. So if we can fight these guys 2 more times, then we can basically confederate the old crag halls of Findle there. Which would be nice. Yeah, okay. Okay, so the dwarves, not my biggest fans. That's fair enough. We didn't get the... Can I just... No, if I auto-resolve it, then they probably will just die. Let's fight it, because then we may be able to fight them again. I genuinely don't know, but it's worth a punt. If we can rout these orcs, rather than, you know, killing them, which is why I'm fighting this battle rather than auto-resolving it. Despite the fact I have to fight on this map again, which annoys me every time I do it. Got the Dryads hiding in the trees on the flanks, and our strong, sturdy line of treekin just standing there doing treekin things. I need some more tree men. Orc Warboy Biggins coming up on the flanks. Helped by some forest goblin spider riders. The Dryads have been spotted in the trees there, but as they move past the trees, we can just charge out and hit them in the flank. Yeah, they were aiming for the archers, weren't they? Hmm? Oh no, sorry. The Snotting Pomp wagons can be very nasty to infantry, especially fairly squiffy infantry like the Dryads. So trying to get the tree man in here to basically, you know, stop that, take out those pomp wagons, which he's doing. Good lads, good lads. Now we just Durthu, what are you doing, Durthu? You right there, buddy? Durthu, you. All right, you're fine. That Orc War Boss is getting a good hard kicking. Taking a little bit of damage from the enemy archers, but it's light and sporadic. And our archers have dealt with theirs pretty easily. Looks like army loss is now taking effect, and that Orc army is out of here. I mean, some of them survived. Did the army survive, or... Oh, it looks like they did. Oh, well, that's very useful. Hello, boys. Oh, you're dead. That is a shame. Giving us the 3 victories we need, and we will confederate. Oh, look at all this stuff. We've got more whispers in the woods. Where? Rumours of possible threats. No immediate danger. Okay, well, I mean, we can go and deal with that anyway.
Proud son of Athel Lauren,
Yes, hi Findle. Now, your army is quite expensive, so let's get rid of those war dancers.
Can I offer assistance?
Well, sort of. Let's get rid of those guys. Yeah.
How can I assist you?
Well, Findle, it's funny you should ask. Why can't I go and trade units with you? Come here. Oh, is there a thing there? Is that right? Okay. Okay.
Blade Lord, at your
Findle,
service.
you come here. I want that, that, and that, and you can have. No, that gives us 20. Well, in that case, you keep that.
Finding pathways.
You're still making money, which is fine.
Hail Colonel.
We have a Waystalker, which I think will probably be useful. So, let's get rid of one of the Glade Guards, and we'll stick you in there. God, you don't have money. Why don't you have any money? What's this do? Recruit rank for Ancient Tree Men. That's not too bad. And research rate. It's alright. We could get a Glade Captain, but I don't think that's... Ooh, let's get a... Let's get one of you guys. What do we got? Muster of Malevolence. Yeah, let's get you. What does this do? Causes damage to combatants, strong versus characters, strong versus single combatants. Okay, that's pretty good actually. It's only lasts 15 seconds, but vigor per second is increased by 100%, which is going to make units very tired. So you are Alan Titchmarsh. Okay, Alan. You're going to come and join us, which means we're kind of stuck for a turn. I'm a little bit concerned about Karanak. What I can... Oh, you're... Tell you what, Orion.
Speak your lies and be gone from Athaloran.
Okay, some big feelings there. Why do you hate me? Oh, because of confederation penalty. Okay, that's fine. What about if I join your war against the Broken Axe? And I get a trade agreement and a non-aggression pact for that. How about that?
A wise choice.
Thought so. Good. That'll keep you sweet. I mean, I could just fuck you up, but... It doesn't feel like the Wood Elf way. And also, we kind of want to confederate you. I guess I'll get ever-reaching tendrils, because that little bit of extra campaign movement range could potentially be useful. Let's get Dwellers Below, because we don't really have any AoE spells. So I think that'd be a good shout. We're going to head over here. And we're going to go and deal with this. So we've got some Way Watchers. Way Watchers are quite expensive. They cost almost 300 income each per turn. So for one of those, we can have 3 Dryads.
Waiting.
I don't know if one of them is worth 3 Dryads.
It will be done.
I'm going to call you Orlando. There we go. So what we want is we want the grapevines. We want to get us some grapevines, which we can do next turn. So that's nice. So we should definitely do that. Ruin of your people will bring me untold joy. Military access, sure. Sure, I'm okay with that. You know, that's not. Let's be chill. Let's be chill. Bastone's dead, apparently. It's unfortunate for him, isn't it? Let's get rid of eeny, meeny, miny. And Alan can come and join us. He can enter Durthu. Before I forget, let us get the grapes. Findle, you just go and sit in there. And that's all fine. Right, let's go and find out what the hell going on over here. What the hell is this? Some dwarf miners have accidentally uncovered a tendril of the world roots. Dwarves, although stubborn, recognise that wrongs must be righted and have sent an envoy. They offer compensation, even suggest they can use their runic magics to build a seal that protect the world root. The tree spirits are suspicious. They say the dwarven blood will be seal enough. On the other hand, we've got a lot of shitty dwarves at the moment. So I'm thinking maybe we just spare the dwarves because, you know, I've got shit to do, so I'll accept their apology. It's not very Durthu, but like, you know, there is a slight issue here, and I'm hoping this is going to help.
Language if you must.
I don't think it's going to help, but you know, maybe it'll stop more dwarves from declaring war on us. Like these guys, you know, they're not super happy, but maybe they'll become slightly happier because we've got to concentrate on what is important, and what is important is teleporting. I'm tempted to go to the jungle's Qian just to see what if there's a quest or something over there to sort of confederate that. I feel like our little force here is probably good enough.
I acquiesce to your request.
I would like a little bit more money. We'll have more money in a couple of turns. Maybe just wait for a minute. I mean, we could have maybe gone to help out Orion at Paravon, but I feel like he's got it, to be honest. Okay, money is looking a little bit better, which is good. Can we do any more, like, a little bit of diplomacy? Ooh, Avalons. Now, who are they at war with? They are at war with Wargrove of Woe, which we don't particularly like anyway, and Sylvania, who, let's be honest, we probably won't get on with. So,
I will listen, but my time is short. On it.
Let's do something like that. Karanak Ziflin.
You dare approach a lord of the Dowie in such a manner?
Yes.
All right.
All right. He seemed a little bit chiller than his buddies.
Only true vengeance will make me happy. Is that what you offer?
Nope.
Aye.
Who are you? Are you chill? No, you're okay with them. Okay, that's fine.
The nation calls.
I would
I will
like...
set aside my studies for a moment to hear your word. Empire's blessings.
Let's do that. We basically, if we surround ourselves with friends, then we don't have to worry about defending ourselves, do we? We can get them to do it for us. So that's my plan. I think I'm going to march over to Paravon and be like, hey guys, do you want a hand? Because we'll help.
These are dark times.
I mean, it's not that bad.
Can I offer
Could be worse. Genuinely could be worse. I kind of want to keep hold of what money I have. Next turn we'll be able to upgrade our great building. Oh, they're going for the attack, and we get some allies. That's going to be fun, but I think that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.